Hello, y'all. So I know that I did not do the weekly healing circle this week because I had a whole situation that had occurred. So I thought that I would do this week's Goddess Hour as a live instead of a video, as it always is. And I figured since it's Friday that I can do a little bit of my self-care routine when it comes to my skin because I just took a shower. I just washed the crown. Hello everybody in TikTok, on Instagram, everybody. Hey Lana, how are you? I'm not on StreamYard today, so I'm not gonna get to put everybody's comment on the window, so I'll try to catch it when I see it. But yeah, so I thought we could do a little bit of a spiritual smoke session while I do my skincare, okay, because I feel like it's really, really important. So I am actively going to be like straight up. Oh, you better be turning on right now. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, hell no. Hold on. Babe has like a lighter for everything. I just gotta get the little. Hold on, y'all. There it is. She has like 25 million lighters. There we go. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna just be doing a straight up. I'm gonna be doing a straight up smoke session with Pink, my dog. Okay, who actually really is a huge pothead. She loves to smoke. She does this thing where she like licks the air when like you can kind of see like if you're on Instagram, you can see her doing it, which is really, really cute. But she's a huge, huge pothead. Like she loves to smoke with me. That's like one of her favorite things. So yeah, I figured we would do like my skincare and talk about like what's going on, how life is. Okay. I hope that y'all are having a good week. This whole entire week for me has been straight up crazy. Straight up crazy. And it's just I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know if I want to talk about this week. I feel like I wanted this live to be a little bit of an escape, especially because it's like Friday. Friday is very like Venusian. It's all about Venus. It's all about like pleasure, relaxing, enjoyment. You know what I mean? And I feel like today I have not been having that day particularly. So I was like, you know what? Let me just reconnect with y'all. Let me just reconnect and see how y'all doing right now. I figured I will give you guys a little bit of an update, especially for like Patreon members and everybody who wants an update on the project that I have been working on. Okay, first of all, we are launching next month on this project. I actively think that this is a project that everybody within the spiritual community is going to resonate a lot with. The reason why, and I'm going to tell you when the intention behind it, you guys will be able to like really connect and recognize the purpose. Like I feel like it went from a download that I got from spirit about, bringing everybody together to do this one thing. And I know if you're a Patreon member, you know what that is. It's now a larger project. Like spirit is like, you can use this to do more work within the community, especially because ultimately it leads into global healing. That's what we're trying to do and trying to work towards. So I'm just like, oh, it's like right now I'm working on the website. So this whole entire week, aside from everything that's happening in my personal life, aside from everything that's happening there, I've been straight up doing readings, which I'm a little bit backed up on because you guys literally have had me booked and busy, straight up booked and busy. And so I've had just readings upon readings upon readings upon readings on top of working on the website for the nonprofit that we're going to start, because it's going to end up it's going to fall under a spiritual religious nonprofit, which I am working with some of my amazing, lovely and incredible spiritual friends, 3 of them specifically. So it's 4 of us kind of building and putting together this baby together. And it's just going to, I feel like everybody from every practice will be able to resonate with the purpose and the intention of the nonprofit, the just the meaning behind it. Like I feel like it's such something that is so needed, and we're launching next month, so you guys will get all of the things. There will be an Instagram. I'm probably going to make a TikTok for it. There's already a Facebook page for it, which we haven't launched to the public yet. We're working on the graphics. There was a photo shoot for it. Like it's going to look cute. It's going to be a really cute thing. And it's also going to be a really cool way of us within the spiritual community reaching towards different people within the spiritual community as well. So you're going to be able to connect with, people who practice different things than you, but we come together with a loving purpose. So I'm working on the website right now. It's definitely been a lot of work, because for those who have not built a website before, like put all together all the content, we had to had a couple of meetings about like the mission statement, what, like what we're working on, the graphics, everything. It's been a lot, y'all. But yeah, and then on top of that, it's definitely, I feel like on Instagram, I have literally ghosted Instagram for a hot minute, and I feel like TikTok has been like a little bit of my outlet, because while YouTube, like I love YouTube, and I've been working years to build, the foundations within YouTube. Y'all, can y'all believe that I already have like 20,000 people following me? I've only been on TikTok for like 4-5 months. It's insane. It's absolutely out of this world insane how much information, even though you guys know, for my YouTube family, I talk a lot. Okay, so you guys know that I can go on and on and on about different things. So to me, when it comes to even giving you guys content, giving you guys information, like I like to break it down for y'all. So having to do it in TikTok videos has been a different kind of change, but I can get more information out there, which is also really cool. So it's been kind of an outlet for me. Like I've found that TikTok has been an easier outlet for me, because for YouTube, I have to like edit the videos. I have to do, it's like more work on the back end. Where for TikTok, it's like you're editing like a minute-long video. It's not as, as extensive. So yeah, so I've found myself on TikTok lately more than anything else. So if you have been missing me on some of the other platforms, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I swear I am going to, and next week should be a lot more cohesive. So you should be getting that from me. But I just feel like this week, the only way that I have been able to connect with y'all for like the second has been through TikTok, because it's just the easiest way for me to put out information and stuff like that, and even respond to questions. Like everybody has like Akashic Records questions right now, which I still have to respond to a ton of them that people have been asking me. For those, especially for those who are watching from TikTok, if you would like to book an Akashic Records reading with me, a past life reading with me, the link is in my bio. Everything is in my bio for y'all to access and look at, and like, and then, connect and all of that jazz. Literally all of that jazz. But right now, this week has been a hot mess. Let me just take that. What I will say about this week, because I don't want to get into like an oversharing thing, because you guys know I will be here talking a lot. What I will say about this week is that Sekhmet, Sekhmet is literally one of my absolute diehard goddesses. Like I can actively say, as like one of my, like my Naturus, like she's just such a force and a presence within my life. Especially astrologically, when I look at the connections that I have to, like as far as what she rules, like with healing and everything like that, it's been insane how much protection she has given me. There's elements of it that I'm not really surprised, because this specific lifetime I'm actively healing my Kemetic, my Egyptian lifetime that I had before, where I was a high priestess before. And so there's a lot of work that I did. And so I feel like because I already have this really strong bond with her, with the lands, with the different gods and goddesses, because Set has been coming up hard lately too. It's just been so evident to me how they have just been like, this is what we're not gonna do, this is what we are gonna do. And it's just kind of like running in the background, like straight up. Like, I feel like their presence has been actively running in the background of this entire, actually my whole entire life. Let's just say my whole entire life, to be quite frank and honest with y'all. For Offset, she really has been pushing me on a spiritual level. One of the reasons why we're about to even launch this whole entire spiritual nonprofit is because of Offset. Because y'all remember I had told you guys that I got my 13th octave La Ho Chi training. There's a 21-day integration period that you kind of have to go through, where you kind of, you let your body calibrate to the energies, and you allow for the energies to really mesh well and like be balanced within your body. So that literally happened. I had my certification, which I literally just got the certificate in the mail. Like, I got the 13th octave La Ho Chi certificate in the mail. That was on March 21st, I believe it was. I got the download for the idea that the Patreon members know about on like about 7 days after that. And then right after that, it turned into a larger project, and all of a sudden we're focusing on like world healing. And I'm just like, my 21 days of integration has just been spirit giving me more work to do. Like, them telling me actively like, hey, so what's gonna happen within the next 21 days? It's also pretty crazy because the way I have Taurus in my 10th house, right? Okay, and we're in Taurus season. Uranus is in Taurus. Okay, there's a lot of social upgrades that's happening and how I'm affecting the public, and I'm very, very much aware of it right now. So there's just like, oof, it's just a lot. I feel like I'm being very divinely, I don't want to say manipulated, but it's almost like I am a pawn within the larger picture of what is happening. And I'm just like, y'all, it's a lot of work. Like, I said it before. I said it literally in this month, in the beginning of this month. I was like, I'm starting to realize why I was born a Capricorn, because I got all this goddamn work that apparently I'm getting put to work a lot right now. And so I'm just like, wait, I mean, listen, even the whole story about how it all came together. So let me tell y'all the story. So for the Patreon members who know what the download was, literally every person, the three spiritual leaders, healers, Reiki masters that I ended up reaching out to, that I am personally cool with, like I have a personal relationship with them. I was like, hey, Spirit gave me this download. Do you want to do this with me? They were like, yo, I got that download last year. Yo, I got that download 3 years ago. Yo, I got and I was just like, okay, that's great. Can we get to work? Like, it's literally my Capricorn said, clock in. It's time to clock. It's time to clock in, and it's time to get to work. That's literally what it's looking like. And so I'm just kind of like in this place where not only am I understanding why I had to be who I had to is, okay, but at the same time, like, I know I have a big role to play, and the next couple of months are going to be so crucial. I just, like, I feel it very heavy on my spirit, but Spirit keeps showing me this vision that I'm up in the mountains, and I'm like in this house, and there's an infinity pool. And I'm just kind of like on the infinity pool looking out towards like the land itself. Oh, this came off. The land itself, looking at whatchamacallit, looking at the land, looking at the ocean, looking at Yemaya, and I'm just kind of looking out and the sun is setting. That's literally the vision I've been getting since I got this download. Like, y'all tell me why? I mean, I know why. I know why. They're like, okay, well, for all the work that you're doing, rest is coming. Like, best believe that you will have time to rest But right now, y'all, spirit got me working like non-stop. This is also one of the reasons why. Also, if y'all want a reading with me, to be honest, to be straight up honest with y'all, June, the whole month of June, I already blocked off because that's Babe's birthday and we're gonna be in Puerto Rico anyway. But after June, I might take a little pause on readings. We're gonna definitely see how that works, because right now I feel like I'm gonna need to, because we're launching next month, I'm gonna need to put in a lot of time for the project itself. We're going to be calling on so many people. It's going to be a nationwide global event situation, and I'm probably going to have to pause a little bit on readings. I'm still going to do the lives with you guys, and I'm trying to see which day I can do the workshop for you guys. My TikTok community has made it aware that they would like an Akashic Records workshop, so maybe we can do a like 4-hour intensive, maybe 3-4 hour past life intensive class. And let me know if y'all would be interested in that. But I do feel like the next couple of months, yo, I'm gonna be like a Tweety bird. Like, I'm gonna be everywhere. It's just gonna be a lot of work. Like, it's a lot of work, y'all. It's definitely a lot of work. But for some reason, at the end of this whole thing, I'm going to be up in the mountains somewhere in an infinity pool. I don't know where, I don't know when, but that's just what I see. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so anyway, let me look at some of the comments. Lately, ancient downloads from Agent Kemet are coming to me as well. It's honestly, I feel like there's a plot. Okay, there is an active plot going on with spirit, and it's really interesting because in 13th octave Lahuchi, we work with the Council of Love. So the Council of Love are basically like a group of gods, goddesses, saints, deities, angels, archangels that came together to form the Council of Love. And their whole mission is to bring love back into the earth, like recalibrate and heal the world through love. Like, that's the whole entire mission, right? And so it's so interesting that after I got the certification, it was just like, this needs to happen globally. Go. Like, it was just like, here, do what you need to do with this download. And so it's a lot of work, y'all. It's a lot of work. And I see myself doing so many different things. Like, I've gotten visions of me posting up like that we need like an accountant and like a financial advisor for the nonprofit, like all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, y'all, that's great, because I'm definitely not about to handle the legalities of this nonprofit. That is not my spiritual expertise. So hopefully we can find someone that is like spiritual but like loves the law to some capacity eventually, and we'll probably have like, as we grow, we'll have like open positions and stuff for those who might want to like apply and stuff like that. But y'all, it's gonna be a whole event, and it's gonna be, the event itself is gonna be in September, but we're gonna have different things going on. It's going to be a state by state thing. Yo, y'all not ready. Y'all really not ready for the juice. Y'all not ready to be this nurtured, I'm telling y'all. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at mentally. I'm trying to just go with the shift that spirit has been giving me, but their downloads have been straight out of this world, because it was Osset who literally pushed me into getting my 13th octave Lahuchi certification. She was the reason why, because I work with her for spiritual development. I'm always like, push me to grow, push me where I need to be. Like, I've already gotten, like, spirit has already made it very abundantly clear, because I've gotten readings before, and you guys know this because we've talked about it before, but I've gotten readings before. They do not want me to get initiated into anything, any religion. Like, that's not something that they want me to do. So I'm like, okay, so what do you want me to do? And I think that because my Venus is in Aquarius, I'm not necessarily, even though I'm a Capricorn, so I can be very traditional and I understand a lot of the traditional practices and everything, I am not necessarily meant to follow the traditional way. And you can kind of see that with the way the generational planets are in my chart and stuff like that. But having my Venus in Aquarius is more of a futuristic viewpoint of how I am personally relating to the public. It kind of makes me a little bit of an electric eccentric practitioner in whatever sort you want to look at it as, because I like tend to practice. My practice is like so many different things. But I think that at the end of the day, they keep pushing me towards, it's on a different level of the work that needs to be done. And it's almost kind of like, it's more looking towards the future versus looking at the past. Like I respect the past for what it is, obviously, but the work that I'm doing right now, it's more on a futuristic. It's more to affect not only our generation, but the future generations, Gen Z, and so forth and so forth. I don't know what comes after Gen Z, to be quite honest. That is not no shade to whatever generation comes after that, but I don't know what comes after that. So there you go. Let me just look at some of these comments because I can't. Ooh, hold on. Lana said, "We know you busy. I'm not mad at all. You definitely been working hard, and it's inspiring as hell, y'all. But you don't even know. Like when I'm like, y'all, I have an announcement to make, and then y'all get to see what the whole intention is. You're gonna be like just jaw to the floor, because the work that we're about to do is actually super needed, especially to heal our communities spiritually, like on a like, I don't want to use the word racial, like on a racial level, but on a collective level. Like we need to heal our connection, our spiritual connection together. Like there's a part of the work that we're going to do that has undertones of erasing some of the animosities and the different kind of like boundaries and segregation that lies between our different practices, our spiritual practices. And it's more about like respect and coming together within our practice for like the same purpose. So I'm really excited to get to kind of like extend the olive branch and also give different people a way to extend the olive branch. Because one of the reasons I made a video recently, y'all, okay, listen, I made which went viral, the one about the Akashic Records, where I talked about how I feel like people, especially white people, white practitioners, need to be not only doing ancestor work, healing their own stuff, but once they are comfortable within their own spiritual practice that, you know, have been passed down within their own bloodline, to extend the olive branch to the rest of the spiritual communities, especially the BIPOC communities, right? And I cannot tell you how, looking at it from their perspective, how difficult that would be for them to just do. Because like, let's say that they would have gotten the download to do the project that literally we're putting together from the ground up, it just wouldn't have the same type of perception. Everybody that's working on this project, not intentionally, you know, not include white people in, like white practitioners. I hope that you guys understand that. But it's just like the people that I end up reaching out to all happen to be BIPOC. So it just ended up happening, you know. I mean, some of us are a little like mixed. And you guys know that I'm Dominican, so I'm a big gumbo pot of a lot of things, but there is not one specific, like there's no it's, this whole entire project is being run by BIPOC practitioners, spiritual leaders, and stuff like that. And so we all come from that. We all had, like, on our first meeting, we were like, how are we going to bring this up to them? Like, this is a huge elephant in the room. Like, that was kind of my concern. I was like, okay, how do we you guys should have seen, like, we literally recorded the whole meeting. It was pretty hilarious. I was like, y'all, how are we gonna address this? Because at the end of the day, I am not trying to, the whole point of this nonprofit is to work together, not to exclude anybody. And I don't want anybody to feel like they're excluded from the work that needs to be done, because we all need to be doing it. And there's a lot of healing that needs to take place. This is also going to be another way for people to not only do ancestor work and ancestral healing, but for us to address a lot of different things and work with a lot of people in the communities. Like, y'all, I am so excited to announce it. Like, I need to stop talking about it, because I'm that type of person that can't hold on to like secrets and shit like that. Like, I will be the one to be like, I just want to tell you what it is, because I want you to be as excited as me. But I need to like chill. I need to chill, because this thing is literally launching in, I would say, like about 12-ish days. So I'm gonna give it the time that it needs to do its thing, and then I will properly announce it. We will do a whole entire announcement. I can't wait to, do all of the sharing, all of the just giving you guys all of the info. Giving you guys also, this is gonna be really hands-on on everybody's part. It's not just gonna be us kind of like running everything. Like, there's gonna be parts where we're gonna be reaching out to practitioners all over the country, all over the world for different things. And I can't wait, y'all. I cannot wait. Y'all gonna see. Y'all are going to see. Y'all are gonna see, and y'all gonna be like, and then I'm gonna be like, yes. And then, we'll have that moment of yes. Okay, we will have that moment. But yeah, it will be appreciated. It will be appreciated for what it is. I can't wait. A school, a matchmaking service. I don't know where that came from. A church. No, not. There's one of your answers that it's not necessarily falls into the bracket of one of the things that you said, and I don't want to give it away, but let me just say that there will be part of what the vision for the nonprofit is, because when you're starting a nonprofit, it's not just the first vision of what we were trying to do was just one event. That's the download that Spirit gave me. But that Spirit was like, you know what would be great if this was also a thing? If you can, use this and that, and you can use, because I already anticipate that this is something that's going to be funded, like people are going to be donating to the cause and stuff like that. We can go ahead and fund different things across the country. So I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. Okay, but I will say that it's going to be out of this world, and it's so needed. It's, y'all, I'm just sip it, because my Gemini moon wants to spill all the tea. All the tea. I want to tell y'all everything. I'm gonna break, I swear to you, I swear that I will break it down for y'all, and I'm gonna just do a whole entire announcement thing, and I'm just gonna break it down, because you'll be able to see like how beautiful the intention is. There's like not one thing malicious about it. It's very open, very like, we got to do the work, and let's do the work together, period. Like, it's super amazing, and I can't wait to like do that work with y'all. I feel like it's just such a needed, like, it's so needed. It's just so needed. It's really, really needed. So yeah, I'm just letting y'all know right now, for those who wants to get readings with me before June, because after June I might be off duty for like probably like a month, maybe 2 months, we'll see, because we're trying to have the main event that's happening in September. So it's gonna happen during Virgo season, and y'all, let's just say we're gonna focus on the Virgo healing energy. Let's just say we're gonna do that. We're gonna focus on the Virgo healing energy, because it's absolutely necessary. Absolutely. I cannot wait. I can't wait to tell you about it. For TikTok, am I on YouTube? Yes, I am. That is actually I guess the second largest platform that I have. YouTube is probably the one that gets the most content from me, even though, TikTok has been getting recently the most content, but YouTube has like a lot of my longer content, so you get meditations. So this is what we're doing today. This is called Goddess Hour. So Goddess Hour is basically a weekly, well, like self-care experience that I started, so we can kind of like get together and kind of have a self-care moment together, because I feel like it's so important to self-care. And I was just like, you know what, it's Friday, it's Venus Day, just let us just connect and do a little love and realignment, y'all. Realignment. So yeah, so sometimes it's a live, sometimes, most of the time it's a video, sometimes it's a live. We do the weekly healing circle every Monday. We do the weekly community oracle pull every Wednesday, but I didn't get to do it this week because it was just like, y'all, it was a lot going on this week. You don't even know. You guys don't even know. But yeah, I'm trying to do more lives. And I'm working on the podcast. So that should actually be out tomorrow, because I'm working on the podcast for this month. And it should be out tomorrow. I'll let y'all know when I post it. But yeah, all of the whatchamacallit, all of my links are in the description box. Are you initiated in any traditions? So as if you mean like African traditions, no, because every time I've gone a reading, they do not want me to. They said that it's not necessary for me to do so. And so I asked them, because I was really frustrated, like years and years ago. I was really frustrated. I was like, Spirit, but you know exactly what people are going to say if I'm not initiated, but you're working with me anyway. You know exactly what people are going to say. And it was just like, you don't need to be initiated. So I'm just like, okay, like I ain't gonna force it if that's what it is. The reason why I don't need to be initiated is because even just doing like past life work and stuff like that, and looking at my past lives, I have been initiated in past lifetimes. Like I have already done that work. That's not necessarily the path that I'm supposed to be in now. Like that's not part of my personal journey. This is why, like, as I said before, a lot of my practice now is very, what's the word? Is it eclectic, electric, something? I don't know what it is. There's too many damn terms, and there's too many damn terms. Okay. It's very kind of all over the place. I work with a lot of different spirits. Okay. And so I have what they told me initially in the different readings, because trust me, I got a bunch of readings. I didn't just get one. I got a ton of readings. I was like, do I need to be, literally my first question was like, do I need to be initiated? And it was always like, no, Spirit doesn't want you to get initiated. They don't feel like that's what you need. That you have other things to focus on. I'm like, so you want me to do this work, but do you know what people are going to say? Yes. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna fight nobody on this. Like if somebody wants to come out and yell at me about stuff, then yell at me. At the end of the day, I'm not like trying to train people in anything like that. Like I respect the spirits, the Loas of the traditions. I work with a lot like of 21 division Loas. And Santos, I work with a lot of different spirits, because what Spirit told me within those readings was that they want me to stay open to them coming through. And so they don't want me to be limited in one thing, in one religion. They want me to be open, because I have worked with so many different spirits. Like I have a long-standing relationship with so many different spirits that they're just like, no, that's not what we want you to do. So I was like, okay, but if I get yelled at, it's your fault. And I'm just gonna be like, well, talk to the readings, because I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's all at the end of the day. I feel like I have so much respect for Spirit. They know this, you know. It's not like I'm over here trying to be the gatekeeper for each one of like the spirits that I work with, and like not at all. And even with the recent video that I posted, that people were saying that I was trying to gatekeep the girl that was posting. Y'all, for those who don't follow me on TikTok, there was some straight up crazy ass drama that happened on TikTok. Let me explain it to you. So some white girl decided to, like, apparently this girl's family threw out a bunch of her spiritual tools. She happened to be Black. And so she had posted a TikTok of her saying, oh, somebody threw all of this, like all of the ancestor altar and all of the stuff. and she took stuff home, right? She thought, so the pottery itself that the santos are consecrated in, she thought it was cute pottery, right? So she makes a TikTok, she opens it where they're consecrated. Okay, that's what hosts the spirit, the santo itself, right? And then she's like, oh no, it's just pottery. It had some stuff inside. I didn't take anything from the altar and stuff. And I was just like, you literally took santos home. Like, what are you? And so I literally called out the girl. I was like, you know how disrespectful it is for you to not understand what you're doing, be like, this is cute pottery, and then take it home. And then you have a whole bunch of people yelling at you like, put it back. You don't know who you're messing with. You're supposed to be initiated before you take shit home. You know what I mean? You can't just be taking shit home like that. Like if I saw that on the side, I'd be like, okay, let me call my nearest person that can dispose of it correctly, not just kind of be like, I'm taking some santos home. Like if you're not initiated, don't just try to do that type of, that's just disrespectful. So I called her out on being disrespectful, and then she ended up deleting her video because that shit was disrespectful. So yeah, for me, I'm not going to, that's, I don't think that's gatekeeping. That's me telling someone, stop being ignorant and thinking that things are cute pottery that you